Hi everyone, I'm David Wojcik and this is MBOT TV. Stories we covered this week, part 4 in our series from CEO Bruce Bowser on digital distraction. This week Bruce warns CEOs to consider working at home for employees. What businesses along the LRT corridor can do with social media to let customers know they are open for business, and our weekly political update with Brad Butt, who has news on Premier Ford's proposed changes to provincial legislation to reduce hydro costs and red tape. Welcome to MBOT TV, a weekly recap of what happened in business at the Mississauga Board of Trade and around the city of Mississauga. Are you looking for an amazing offer from a prestigious golf course? Listen to what Credit Valley Golf and Country Club has in store for you.
Change the way you do business with a Credit Valley corporate-owned membership. With full transferable privileges and limited space available, this is the way to value clients. Credit Valley Golf and Country Club, making the world of business better.
In part 4 of a 5-part series on digital distraction, co-author Bruce Bowser, who is also the president and CEO of AMJ Campbell International, discusses why CEOs need to consider an employee work from home option and the mind shift behind it.
If you look at the accounting function, for example, and you say, I'm going to let my accounting department work from home on certain days of the week. If your accounting department, it's easy to measure. If they were doing 30 files, opening and closing 30 files a day prior to that, and they're now doing 35 to 40 files a day at home, which I would argue that they're going to produce more in a home environment. One, you've reduced the overhead at your office because you don't need all that space. You've created a happier, healthier employee who, maybe is wasting time sitting around in between tasks at work, wishing they could go for a walk or do yoga or take their kids to school or pick them up from school. So you're creating a health. I think it's just a mind shift, right? It's like it's getting away from that, that punching in and out of the clock, 8-hour industrial revolution mindset, and adopting a mindset like some of the most successful companies we're seeing in the world doing today, where they're saying, have some flexibility, like have a life. It's like it's okay to have a life.
The LRT is coming to Mississauga, and along the Huron-Ontario corridor, there will be disruptions to business. The Mississauga Board of Trade, in partnership with Metrolinx, has been conducting information sessions to help businesses understand the impact of construction and what they can do to minimize the disruption. The most recent session was how to use social media to let your customers know you are open and ready to serve them. Rebecca Mountain, CEO of Impetus, presented on the topic.
Canada has one of the highest per capita participation rates on social media of any other country in the world. This is good, okay? So that means your customers are there. Check that box. One of the other reasons why you need to be on social media, it's a one-to-many marketing messages. So word-of-mouth marketing has always been, since the beginning of time, the best way to get new businesses. I work with a ton of small businesses, small and medium-sized businesses, and bar none, they will say referrals are the number way for them to get new business. So what the social media world, what allows you to do is to engage in that world on steroids. Okay, so you can, especially with something like Facebook, you can drill down really, really specifically on who it is that you want to appeal to. So who do you want to show your content to? Who do you want to show your ads to, so that you get in front of the right people.
Nominations for the Mississauga Board of Trade Awards of Excellence are open. This is a great opportunity for you to compliment your customers by nominating them in one of 11 categories. You can also nominate your own company for an award. Go to www.mbotawards.com and make your nomination today. Brad Butt is coming up with his political update right after this short message on how you can save money on your employee benefits plan.
The Chamber's plan now offers employee benefit programs with greater selection, higher coverage levels, and more value than ever before. Take another look and see why we're the choice of more small businesses than any other plan in Canada. The Chamber's plan. It's for your benefit.
And now for our political update with Director of Government Relations, Brad Butt. Brad?
Well, thanks, David. Lieutenant Governor Elizabeth Dowdeswell delivered the speech from the throne on Thursday to officially open the 42nd Parliament in Ontario. The speech highlights the government's plans for the next few years. We have a clear mandate from the people, said Premier Doug Ford. We are ending the deadlocked strike at York University so students can get back to school. We are striking the cap-and-trade carbon tax from the books. And we are canceling unnecessary renewable energy projects to help lower your electricity bills, the Premier said. Of particular interest to the business community are the following excerpts from the speech. Job creation and business competitiveness. The Ontario government is committed to reducing the regulatory burden on businesses that they are facing and reiterated its commitment to creating and protecting jobs. On trade, the government has committed to standing shoulder to shoulder with the federal government on trade, standing up to U.S. tariffs, and ensuring Ontario's best interests are represented in NAFTA negotiations. On energy and the environment, the throne speech highlighted the government's commitment to reducing gas prices and lowering hydro bills, as well as restoring public confidence in Ontario's electricity system by implementing management reform at Hydro One. The government reiterated its commitment to cancel Ontario's cap-and-trade program and oppose all other carbon tax proposals. It also indicated it will be ending all green energy contracts. On transit, the government indicated its commitment to addressing the transportation needs of Ontario's urban centres, with an intention to partner with Toronto and the other GTA municipalities to improve transit services. And on government and fiscal accountability, the government intends to take immediate steps to restore faith in Ontario's public institutions and committed to returning Ontario to a balanced budget. Finally, on healthcare, the government intends to work in collaboration with doctors, nurses, and other healthcare practitioners to ensure the healthcare system puts the interests of patients first. The legislature is sitting this week and likely next week to approve the throne speech and pass legislation that will cancel the cap-and-trade system. The government has also said it wishes to legislate an end to the strike at York University before a summer recess. While Peel Region has adopted a new corporate social responsibility strategy, whose mandate is to support the environmental, economic, and social well-being of the community through its operating practices, and connects with larger planning efforts and strategies across the organization. This includes how it will work with business partners and suppliers. And finally, there is still time to enroll in the Climate Smart Chambers program that begins in September. If you'd like a great way to improve your operations, to reduce energy costs and GHG emissions, this is the program for you. Please contact me if you'd like more information. Back to you, David.
Thanks, Brad. And here's what's coming up at your Mississauga Board of Trade. On August 1st, Membership Matters is at MBOT, a session for new members to discover all the great benefits that your Mississauga Board of Trade has to offer. Seasoned members are always welcome to stop by for a refresher. On August 8th, Good Morning Mississauga is at Erin Mills Town Center. Come out and connect with your MBOT colleagues. Book a speaker spot. Where else can you make over 100 cold calls in just 2 minutes? On August 23rd, MNP is the sponsor of our summer patio party at Milestones Heartland. As the summer heats up, this event is the perfect prep for the busy September season ahead. And save the date for the annual Extravaganza Awards of Excellence on November 15th, sponsored by MNP and Closing the Gap Healthcare Group. Details about these stories and events are available at www.mbot.com. Until next week, this is David Wojcik wishing you continued success in your business.